Well, good evening, everyone. This is Barbara Boyd. I am a sales director with Financial Education Services. I've got to tell you, you are absolutely in the right place at the right time. So sit back, relax. You might want to take some notes in case you have some questions. Jot them down. I'll get them answered at the end of the presentation. And without further ado, let me go right ahead into this. You know, how many people do you know that have less than perfect credit, don't have their financial affairs in order, they have debt and have no idea on how to pay it down, they dislike their current job and are looking for a career change? Maybe they just need to make more money. You know, how many people do you know are not where they want to be in life due to their financial situation? Unfortunately, probably too many. Well, we have a solution here at Financial Education Services. Let me tell you a little about the company. We were founded in 2004 by Paramel Nyack and Mike Toloff. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. I don't know if most of you folks know how that comes to be. That is not a rating you can buy. It takes about 3 years before you can obtain it. And so it speaks volumes of the integrity of this company. We're also debt-free with over 100% annual sales growth year after year. You know, we have a simple mission. We focus on consumer education and providing a unique and personalized experience to every one of our clients. We strive to eliminate the burden of financial uncertainty while creating a plan of action and peace of mind for the future. So what does FES provide? You know, we have services that protect your identity, your credit, your family, and your finances, along with a lucrative and life-changing business opportunity. Unfortunately, the state of America's mindset, personal and financial affairs is pretty dismal these days. About 43 million people have less than 599 credit score or less. Nearly half of all Americans don't even know their credit score. The average debt is over $225,000, with many having less than $500 in savings. 49% have no retirement, and only 18% of the population know they're on track to reach their income goals for retirement. 68% have no will, 82% no trust, and 71% no medical or financial power of attorney. That leaves over $58 billion in unclaimed life insurance policies, bank accounts, pension stocks, and other assets and property. You know, every 2 seconds, a person's identity is being stolen. I'm sure most of you remember that last year, or 2016, Equifax, which is the largest credit bureau, experienced the largest security breach in the history of security breaches, with millions of Social Security numbers and private identity out there. You know, today, it used to be cash is king, but today the emphasis is absolutely 1,000% on credit. Your credit is being monitored at all times. It can impact insurance premiums, interest rates. You can be denied the ability to rent, purchase, get a credit card, or even employment. And over the course of a lifetime, less than excellent credit could cost you anywhere from $200,000 to over $1 million. That's insane. So how is your credit score calculated? Well, the largest piece of the pie is your payment history at 35%. The amount of credit used is 30%, and that's huge. You know, if you owe more than 30% of your credit limit, that's going to impact your score negatively. The length of credit counts for 15%, new credit 10%, and types of credit used 10%. There are many, many myths about credit, so let's take a look at some of them. Myth number 1, credit agencies are empowered with some kind of governmental authority. Actually, credit agencies have no legal authority at all. Myth number 2, credit agencies are required by law to keep derogatory items on your credit report for 7 to 10 years. Once again, there is no law that credit agencies report any items at all. They are required by law to remove derogatory items older than 7 years, like in the case of student loans, and in the case of bankruptcy, 10 years. Information on your credit report cannot be changed. It's illegal or immoral to have the information altered or removed. Again, the opposite is true. With the Fair Credit Reporting Act of 1971, both federal and various state laws require that all items be removed if they're not 100% accurate or cannot be verified in a timely manner. Myth 4, paying a past due debt removes it from my credit report. Well, not really. Just because you pay off an old debt does not change or erase the fact that at one time you weren't paying on it as you agreed. Can this record be changed? Absolutely. And the last myth we'll take a look at tonight, that inquiries are not derogatory and will not affect my credit standing. Well, anything that erodes your financial stability is damaging to your credit standing. In the case of inquiries, 1 or 2 are not going to make a difference, but any more than that, it begins to tell a story of its own. Any prospective creditor is going to look at your credit report and think that you're desperate for credit. And removing them using the Fair Credit Reporting Act of 71, they cannot come back. So when you join us as a member, you will get a dashboard that looks just like this. This person started with a 544 credit score. You'll be able to monitor your progress reports, your process reports, as well as see your dispute letters. You'll be able to get an understanding of the dispute letters, why they're written the way they are, credit education, establishing new credit, debt and collections, and seniors and student information. You know, we've partnered with United Credit Education Services, and they have a 14-year track record. They've removed close to 1 million derogatory items from our clients' reports, and they have stellar customer support. So let's take a look at a credit report. And on this report, you can see that the first 5 or 6 items here are still in dispute. But if you look down a little further, you'll see that a collections American Express deleted, a foreclosure, Chase Mortgage, education services collection, a student loan deleted, federal government tax lien deleted, Ford financing, repossession deleted, and medical bills deleted. You know, the Fair Credit Reporting Act of 1971 gives all Americans the right to dispute and or investigate any item on their credit report. So inaccurate, erroneous, and obsolete items such as late payments, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, tax liens, collections, short sales, medical bills, and many other items can be removed from your credit file or can be updated to reflect paid as agreed. Along with credit restoration, we also offer the MyCare plan. Here you can draw up a will, a living trust, a power of attorney for your finances and for your health care. And folks, if you went to an attorney to have this done, it would cost you probably around $5,000. Even on LegalZoom, it would be a few $100s each. It's free with your service, and I stress to all my clients to take advantage of it. There are no add-ons, no surprise charges. You have unlimited updates. It was developed by our attorneys. You can log into the secure site 24/7. And of course, we make it as user-friendly and easy to use as possible. Additionally, we offer Credit Builder, where you can access trade lines, your credit report in an easy to understand online format. Credit Attorney, you can feel at ease knowing that you have an attorney on your side should you need one, and the attorneys will evaluate your case for difficult to remove or inaccurate items on your credit reports. Credit Monitoring, you know, it's your interactive credit report, money manager, and financial account system. Now, this particular product I use, I love it. It's called Debt Zero, and I've been able to pay off a couple of credit cards using it. You plug in all your information, and it comes up with a plan of action of how to get out of debt faster. We also offer LifeLock. LifeLock is #1 in identity theft protection in the world. And LifeLock partnered with us. All our members get LifeLock for free. That would be $300 a year, a la carte. And you can count on LifeLock protecting your identity should someone get a hold of your information. Financial Lockbox. This is a virtual safety deposit box. And here you can store all pertinent information, anything really that you'd want your loved ones to know in the event something should happen to you. From where an extra set of car keys are to the deed to the house to, your banking and financial information. Additionally, you can count on prescription discounts, travel discounts. We've partnered with Priceline, and cashback shopping, my kind of shopping. And we have over 4,000 participating realtors, and you get a check just like Ebates. We also have the YFL Online Family Mint, which is our nonprofit youth financial literacy foundation. And what we do is we take $2 from every member's payment every month, and we donate that to the YFL. And what the YFL does is they go into schools across America, and they teach financial literacy to children from 8 to 18, something that we never had. And I love our company for that. They pay it forward. They're community-minded, and they want to stop the perpetration of bad credit going forward. So they're educating our youth. We also have health insurance available. And the health insurance, how large corporations have, these big health plans because they have so many employees. Well, because we have so many customers, we're able to offer health plans as well. So I recommend, taking your plan and looking at it side by side and see if we can save you some money here. We probably can. And then we have term life insurance. Now, this is not for our clients. This is only included as a benefit to our agents. But the company goes out and they enroll you for $30,000 in term life insurance. No medical exam required. And it goes up incrementally over the course of a year. And at the end of a year, you're at $100,000. A nice perk. And then we've got some more information on the Youth Financial Literacy Foundation. And you can see here that in 2013, when we started this, we gave away college scholarships of $25,000. This year, we gave away $250,000. And I was privy to be at the convention when they did this. And it was just really warm, heartwarming to see how thankful these families were and the students were for the scholarships. So let me ask you, what do you think a protection plan with all of these services in it would cost you every month? Most people would think at least $300-400 a month. We charge a one-time activation fee of $99, and then it's $89 every month. Additionally, you can buy a la carte if you or someone that you're talking to about this doesn't need credit repair, they can get the will, trust, power of attorney. That's amazing. Or credit monitoring, identity theft protection, LifeLock, merchant services. We also offer secure credit cards, so you can start building positive credit, and Credit Analyzer. We also came out with Build Credit with Your Rent, Credit My Rent program last month. And what I have to tell you about this is it's pretty straightforward. Every month, a good majority of the country is paying rent. And unfortunately, unless something goes wrong, the good payment history is never reported. The only thing that'll show up on your reports is if there's an eviction or a broken lease. Well, we decided to do something about that, and we offer this program. This is a la carte. It's not included with the membership because not everyone needs it. But if you do, it's fantastic, and it can go back up to 2 years. So what are some of our clients saying? Johnny and Sandra Moeller out of Dallas, Texas, After having our bankruptcy removed, we were able to purchase a home with a low fixed interest rate that saved us almost $1,000 a month. That's outrageous. That's $12,000 a year. I don't know anyone that wants to throw that away. But think about it this way. Think about the term of a mortgage is normally 30 years. So over the course of the lifetime of that mortgage, you have saved $360,000. And that, my friends, is a nest egg for your retirement. Yvette Reed from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, in just 2 months, her credit score increased to the point her car insurance premium was lowered by $2,000 a year. You know, I never realized that insurance policies were affected by our credit scores, but they are. And not just car insurance, health insurance, home insurance. It's all affected. Everything is affected by credit scores these days. And Vinny Ho out of Westminster, California, after 45 days, had a tax lien and a foreclosure deleted from his reports. And I can tell you this, I have teammates on the line right now, tonight, on this call, that have shown their credit reports to the team and have had tax liens and a lot of very negative stuff removed from their reports. So I have to tell you, we not only say what we can do, we do what we say we do, if that makes any sense. Well, let's take a look at our competition. You know, we've got Lexington Law, Sky Blue, there's Credit Repair, and Credit Saint. And those are the most common, you know, credit companies out there. And while we all offer credit restoration, we're the only company that offers a will, a trust, a power of attorney, and identity protection. While four of them offer it, 2 of them charge you additional fees for that. A credit monitoring, 2 of them charge you additional fees for that. We're the only ones that offer debt elimination, and we're the only ones with an income opportunity. So speaking of that, let's go right into it. You know, FES, their business opportunity kind of has 2 ways that you can make money. The first way is establishing accounts and obtaining personal clients, exposing the FES protection plan and services to people you know, people you work with, but also exposing it to, you know, some commercial businesses that need creditworthy clients, and we'll get into that in a minute. And then there's the business development side, where you can recruit, train, develop, and manage your own nationwide team. And that is where you can really grow an amazing legacy for your family. Because how many people do you know control their income or their schedule, their advancement, their benefits, their retirement, their future? I mean, let's face it, most of us are, you know, subjected to dealing with the boss when we want to take some time off, when we want to get paid more because we've been working and doing a great job and haven't seen a raise in years. And then maybe you'll get 25 cents an hour. I mean, here's an opportunity, folks, for you to take control. And some of the corporate accounts that you can go after are mortgage brokers, car dealerships, real estate agents, loan modification and debt settlement companies, bankruptcy attorneys, tax professionals. We have one of my business associates. He does a lot of work with solar companies. You know, right now that's hot. People are trying to turn their houses into solar, save some money down the line. Well, it's not a cheap investment. And so there's financing involved. And they, you know, have to refuse a lot of people. Wonderful resource for leads. So how do we get paid? As an agent, when we enroll customers into the protection plan, we get $100 per customer. So right here in this example, you've made $300 plus there's a $12 a month residual income. Now, when I first heard $12 a month, I was not excited by it. But as a sales director and having brought in over 100 people, I know that $12 adds up. And that's a nice additional $1,000 a month, $1,200 a month for business and work you've already completed. So it's amazing. But it gets better. We have, well, let's take a look at this scenario. Let's see if I can get this screen to work. Here we go. So we always say strive for 5, because as you join us as an agent, once you refer 5 people, it can be 5 agents, 5 customers, a combination of both, your services are now free. Not only that, you've earned $500. So you've put your initial investment of $288 back in your pocket, and you've now have an additional $212. Your services are now free. You no longer pay $89 a month, and you still pay the $12 residual every month. So that would be another $60. So say you wanted to earn an extra $500 a month. You would just have to go out and sell 5 protection plans a month. You want to earn $2,000 a month, sell 5 a week. $4,000 a month, 10 a week. Selling 20 protection plans a week will earn you well over $100,000. So, you know, there's absolutely no limit to the number of customers you can acquire. But it gets even more exciting here, because this is the customer acquisition bonus. When you bring in a new agent, you're paid $100. It's called a $100 CAB, the acronym for customer acquisition bonus, plus the $12 residual. So if you bring in a couple of agents and 3 customers, you've now ranked up to field trainer. And as field trainer, guess what happens? You get a $60 raise. Now, for every agent you bring in, you make $160. And it gets better, because as you help your agents become field trainers, you now rank up to senior field trainer. And now you're making $240. That's an $80 raise. And as you get to my level, which is sales director, you're now making $380 per agent, plus the residual. And folks, you get paid to unlimited levels. It starts here at agent and goes all the way up to senior regional executive VP, making $550 for every agent they bring in. But it gets better. So I'm here at sales director, and I'm making $380 every time I bring in a customer, an agent, I'm sorry. So I bring in an agent, say I bring in Joe. So I make $380. Joe is now an agent. Joe goes out and he brings in Bill and Tom. Joe gets paid $100 for Bill and Tom. Well, I get paid the difference between $380 and $100. That rolls up to me. And that will continue to roll up. If there's no field trainer or senior field trainer in between, it rolls right up. If there are, they get paid the difference between their level and the agent. So in the case of a field trainer, they'd make $60. And if there was no senior field trainer, I would make the difference between $260 and $380. And that's how it goes. So it's just amazing the amount of money the company pays out to the field. Never seen anything like this. Not only that, but the bonuses are paid weekly. Every Wednesday at 5 o'clock, like clockwork, no pun intended, you can check your back office and see exactly what you're being paid for and what's being deposited into your bank account Thursday morning. It's amazing. I don't know how they do it. And let's take a look at this scenario. You're a sales director. You've got some agents. You've got 3 field trainers. And you've got maybe about 20, 23 people on this map. This equates to about $5,000 in total CAB bonuses. So using this scenario, if you did this once a month, that would be about $5,000. What if you did this once a week? That'd be about $20,000 a month. Twice a week? Well, you get the picture. And the point is that there is no limit put on you. So it's your work ethic, it's your time, and it's your money. Now let's look at the residual income scenario. We always talk about the power of five. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, once you bring in 5 agents and or customers, your services are free. So you want to do that right away. And we have agents joining us that do that in a day, in a couple of days, in a month. But we try to help everyone get there as quickly as possible so that your services are free and that you've made back your initial investment and a couple of bucks. But in a perfect world, this is like a 5-year plan. You bring in 5 agents and customers. They go ahead and bring in 5 each. 25 amounts to 125. You see where this is going. And if it goes 6 levels deep, you're at 19,530 protection plan members. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, that's insane. No one can obtain that. That's not obtainable. Well, I can tell you right now, it is obtainable. And I got to meet quite a few of the people that are making this kind of money, because this amounts to about $75,000 a month. Now, I know that's hard for a lot of you to wrap your head around, and maybe a lot of you are trying to juggle home and work and doing this part-time. So say 10% happens. That would be $7,500 a month. I think at that point, you might want to quit your job, because honestly, that's twice the national average household income in this country. And if you go real slow and you're doing this very part-time, well, that's $750 a month. And that's nothing to sneeze at. That's certainly a car payment, could be a rent payment in lots of places across the country. And $9,000 a year, buy you a nice vacation. So it's totally up to you. Now, when you reach the level of sales director and above, there's another bonus that the company has for you. It's called the Infinity Bonus. It starts out at 0.5% of your real volume for the month, and the minimum value for a sales director is $10,000. So 0.5% of that would equal $50, and it goes all the way up to 2.75%, and it caps at $100,000 a month bonus, in addition to all the money you're making. But it doesn't stop there, folks. The company decided for those people who really wanted a career with us, who really worked, who really built a big team, they were going to do something called the R&R Club. The first level of the R&R Club is you must accumulate 500 protection plan members on your team. That's personally sponsored, personally brought in by you and your team. At that level, you're able to choose between an Audi, Mercedes, or a Cadillac up to a $600 a month auto payment. So think about it. Now you're making great money. Now you're not paying for your car anymore and you're driving a gorgeous vehicle. But it doesn't stop there. Level 2, one-time $10,000 cash bonus. Level 3, you can add another vehicle. They'll go up to $1,500 in monthly auto payments, or you can upgrade your vehicle. Level 4 is a $25,000 one-time cash bonus. This level kills me. It's a $50,000 cash bonus, and you can upgrade to a Bentley if you'd like. Level 6 through 10, this one is my dream, a $5,000 monthly house payment. So now you've got no house payment, no car payment. You're making great money and making all kinds of cash bonuses. It's just amazing, but it doesn't stop there. We have a monthly retirement bonus, up to $25,000 put into the retirement vehicle of your choice. That's monthly. And then the pinnacle is $100,000 to $250,000 monthly lifetime bonus. For those of you that don't think residual income matters, think again. It's powerful, folks. And here's a picture of some of our Audi owners are R&R Club members, because up until this February, Audis were the only car that you could get paid for, but we've added the other two. And they figured out that the total benefits for the R&R Club are well worth way over $3 million annually. So we really are talking true wealth and freedom, financial freedom. And financial freedom is powerful. And here's some pictures from our convention that took place in February. I was pleased to be there, and I got to meet a lot of these people. And I have to tell you something, folks, this is the real deal. You know, so you're probably saying to yourself, okay, I get enrolled, then what? Well, we have training and support. We have online training, conference call training. There are local trainings throughout the country. There are regional 1- and 2-day trainings, and then there's the national convention that's once a year, our national training. So let's hear from some of our agents. I got to meet these people in February, Wayman and Jean Kimson. They were real estate brokers, and they depended on closings and sometimes waited weeks, even months, causing tremendous amount of stress. They got introduced to FES. They got to work. They're now executive vice presidents and R&R Club members. Their retirement and future is set. And then there's Warren Barrowfield. He's out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Warren was a business owner that watched his business income go backwards. He was in the printing industry. Everything went online and digital, and he didn't know what he was going to do. He was introduced to FES, and he got to work, and he's now a vice president R&R Club member. And then there's David Moon out of Annandale, Virginia. He was a radio broadcaster, and while it might sound good, he could barely make ends meet. And once again, he was lucky enough to have someone introduce him to this business. He's now a regional VP, R&R Club member, and has his dreams back. So how do you get started? Step one is you enroll and become an agent. It costs $288. I'm just blown away. That's $288. I mean, that's an outfit. $199 enrollment plus your $89 first month's membership. Along with that, you get personalized sales website. That's a lead capture site. You get 2 FES Connect mobile enhanced websites, online training platform to understand the business, online business office with reports and tracking system, sales tracking system, exceptional live agent and customer support at headquarters, conference call training and updates, access to compliant marketing materials, and of course the weekly pay that I mentioned. Along with that, all the benefits that I talked about. Step 2 is we need to get you trained, and we've got a tool that is amazing. It's called Success with FES, and it breaks down exactly what you need to do your first week, everything you need to do to set your business up properly so that you have a secure and solid start. Then we have the quick start, which is more need-to-know information such as compensation and overview and product information. I would suggest you go through both of those, but I would also suggest that you don't, feel weighed down by too much information because you have your team, and we're going to get to that in a minute. And then there's a video library, whereas it's a complete video resource with everything you need to know. And it's broken down into different sections so you can get an answer to your question if it's in the middle of the night and, you can't get in touch with anyone. And then step 3, expose people. Who do you know that has less than perfect credit? Who do you know that doesn't have a will, trust, power of attorney? Who do you know that has debt and would benefit from a system to pay it off? Who might work in your credit-related industries such as real estate, mortgage, auto, or banking? Who might be looking for part-time or full-time income? And who's frustrated with their current situation and needs a change? Obviously, we all want to become financially free. I don't think any of us would be on this call if we didn't. So how you expose people to the business as a new agent is pretty simple. You're not going to know all the answers. So you bring them to a call like this, where someone will be giving the overview like I am. And at the end of this call, I open it up for questions and we get their questions answered. So you edify the FES leaders, your teammates, and promote it. We then get their questions answered, which gives them, gives the company credibility in their eyes and also respect. And then, of course, that builds trust and rapport between you and your prospect. Honestly, folks, you couldn't be in a better place at a better time, because the company, I just went through it. You're not going to find anything out there like this. But what you don't know is that we have a team that is here to take you to the top. We work as a team. After our calls every evening, we go into our mastermind sessions where we brainstorm, where we pick apart things, where we figure out what's better, what works, what's not working. And that, I've worked in Fortune 500 companies. I've worked for myself before in a traditional business. I have never had a team and a support from colleagues like I have with this company. So it comes down to one thing. Are you ready for success with FES? And what is your level of interest? One, maybe you already have excellent credit, your financial affairs are in order, and you love your current job, but you can provide referrals. Well, we love referrals. I have to tell you something. Without referrals, things could get pretty slim. So, word of mouth, that is the best kind of advertising. And then there's, people who just need the protection plan services. And, our clients are number one to us. So let's get you enrolled. Or maybe you're like most of us on this call tonight, and you want the protection plan membership and the financial opportunity. You're ready to become an agent and a customer. And all I can say to you is welcome to our team. Welcome to our family. I'm going to stop sharing the call right now, and I'm going to open it up to questions and answers. Just give me 1 second here, and let me stop the recording.